What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today on Litecoin. Right now we're sitting at $89.65. We're about flat on the day. What I want to do is go behind the scenes for Litecoin here into the block, just to show you some things that's taking place that you're not necessarily going to see on the charts for Litecoin. There's a lot of tricky price action that's taking place right now, guys, and I just really want to go into the block and show you what's taking place behind the scenes. If you get something from this, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, put LTC down low if you want me to keep putting out these videos. So guys, total addresses right now, 30-day average, 8.8 million addresses. 30-day high is going to be 8.87 million addresses. That was July 23rd, 2023. And then our 30-day low was 8.74 million addresses. That was on June 25th. So Litecoin so far in terms of total addresses, we're still looking really good. And what I want to do here, guys, kind of break down the bullish aspect of Litecoin and the bearish aspect of Litecoin, because behind the scenes here, you're going to see we have a lot of fight going on between both the bulls and the bears. And when you're looking at things like this, guys, one whale, two whales can push the market in either direction. When we saw the big pump of 30% for Litecoin, it came in one day. So always remember that when anyone's super confident in either direction, that it's for sure going to go up or it's for sure going to go down, remember in this space that one person or one trader can move this entire market. So always be aware of that. That can ruin your edge. Always use stop losses and be prepared if you're going to trade the price action. So never in this space, guys, can you say, I know for sure what's going to happen. So total addresses, like we talked about, 8.8 million addresses right now. Next one I want to take a look at, and this is a stat that I like a lot. We're going to get into the financials, and we're going to get into in and out of the money. And for Litecoin right now, if we're taking a look at our global in and out of the money, 49% are going to be in the money, and that's addresses. So people who are currently making money with their Litecoin holdings. Out of the money is going to be at 35.4%, and then at the money is going to be 15.63. So one good thing that the bulls have going for them here is that we're not overextended into the 80s or 90s. And I'm going to show you some historical context of that, where in bull markets, Litecoin, Bitcoin, they can get well into the 90s. Right now, there's room. If a whale wants to pump it to the upside, one more pump before the halving, there's room to do that in terms of the 49% in the money. Not anything crazy up in the 80s or 90s. But same going for the bears here as well, guys. We're not down around the point here. Just to give you an example, when we get out of the money to where we're down at 89 or higher percent, once we start getting down into that area for out of the money, many times the boat flips, and that's when you'll get a pump to the upside. So really paying attention to these guys, either direction, the bulls or the bears have opportunity to push this market back and forth. Main support area is going to come in here between 86 and 89 dollars, and right now we have 3.19 million Litecoin traded at that area. So that would be a support area I'd look at. Resistance area, we're looking over here between $89 and $93 would be our resistance area that we'd have to get through. The next one I want to take a look at here, guys, is going to be our bulls and our bears. And the reason I like to look at this, because this is the larger market movers here. And what it says, bulls and bears, an address that has bought more than 1% of the volume traded in the last 24 hours is going to be a bull, and it's opposite for the bear. So these guys who are really moving the markets, and right now 7-day total, we have 60 bulls. 7-day total for the bears is going to be 60 as well. So like we talked about, guys, that really big fight right now, no one really knows what's going to happen. So just patiently waiting, watching for great opportunities in either direction. So guys, next one I want to take a look at, we're going to take a look at our overall holding time. Okay. So this can be the average time token is held. For Bitcoin, guys, I believe we're almost at 5 years, somewhere right in that range. For Litecoin, we're at 2.1 years. So steadily building here since I started watching this. I believe it was like 1.7 years. So just slowly been building that holding time, and that's what you want to see, conviction and longer holding time. So many of the altcoins, the holding time's been like 6 months, 7 months. So it's good to see Litecoin at 2.1 years here, but still some work to do. Stepping back into ownership. And this is where we're going to take a look at the whales and the investors. So for the whales up here, guys, this is an address that owns more than 1% of the circulating supply. And that's going to be a whale. And right now we have 5 whales, 11.53%. They own 8.55 million Litecoin. In terms of investors, 38%. And that's 28.29 million Litecoin is which they own. And the number of investors is 140. And then our retail volume, this is going to be in orange, is 50%, and retail owns 37.29 million Litecoin. So it's pretty cool to look at that stat as well, guys, as we're just going down through. This one here, address is held by time. So holders, 1 year or more, 9.83%. To the positive side, cruisers, which is 1 to 12 months, it's going to be a negative 2.29. And then for traders, guys, it's going to be a negative 31 right now. So the traders have really backed off. And if you take a look at this chart as well, so let's get price off. Traders is going to be in orange there. We're going to take that off. So what you can see is the hodlers, this blue line, this is still a really nice uptrend for Litecoin. The cruisers have been kind of chopping around back and forth right here. But it's nice to see that conviction because, guys, even beyond the halving here, we're just talking about in Litecoin in general. If you're a Litecoin value investor, this is what you want to see. You want to see that line continuously moving up in a strong uptrend. And then backing out here a little bit farther here, guys, our holdings distribution matrix. This is a pretty cool thing here. So we'll just start up here. People who hold 1 Litecoin to 10 Litecoin, there's 618,000 addresses. 10 to 100 Litecoin, there's 205,000 addresses. 100 Litecoin to 1,000 Litecoin, if you're in that group there, there's only 32,000 addresses. Then the 1,000 to 10,000 is 3.62, and you can go down from there. But I think that's pretty cool, just a breakdown of all the holdings. And guys, what I would say here with the halving approaching, I would be ready for anything. There could be some potential nice trading opportunities if we do get a pump to the upside that you could trade on the 1 hour time frame with stop losses. I definitely wouldn't go in right now saying, hey, I hope that's going to happen and trade a big position. Right now, I don't hold any Litecoin currently. I would trade Litecoin if we get some nice moves to the upside. But for me, I would still want to see better value. I would like to see Litecoin back around $40 to $60 if we can get it. If it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen and I can trade Litecoin. But I want to see that big capitulation, and that would be if Bitcoin starts to fall from 30,000 as well and breaks down through our 200-day moving average. That could put pressure on Litecoin. So anything can happen in this space, guys. Be ready. God bless each and every one of you. Take care, my friends.